Hi there, it's Pete Butler here, and thank you very much for your recent request into how we develop lead strategies for estate agents. Obviously, being an ex-estate agent, we're very reactive. People will only come to you or us as valuers once they're ready to buy. Now, this simple strategy, I thought I'd make this. We used to do PDFs, and I'm an absolute terrible writer. Can't spell, and my punctuation is terrible. So I thought we've made these videos really as a bit of a more of a sort of relationship building type of, so you can actually watch just how we do it. Well, first of all, you need to get into the mindset of your buyers way before that they're looking at talking to an estate agent. So you need to really go through their thought processes, and what we do is we basically mind map. So we basically we'll ask questions, and we'll actually physically write them out. What questions that your buyers are asking 3 to 6 months before they're even talking to an estate agent or a property investment or people that buy BMVs these days, properties below market value. What you need to do is basically ask yourself those questions, and then what we do is we put them into we basically put out little leaflets that basically say, if you're looking at selling your house in the next 6 to 12 months, then basically apply for a free guide. We'll do something like the local Solihull house prices in the last 6 months, and the only people that you're only looking to get, say 5,000, we drop 5,000 leaflets with, get the latest, local home prices for which they sold for in the last 6 months. The only people that will basically ask you for those are people that are looking at selling their house in the next probably 3 to 6 or possibly 12 months. And what you're doing there is you're basically generating an inquiry or a lead, and it's not a today lead, but it's a next month or a 3 or 4 months later lead generation. So what you're doing is you're basically saying to yourself, right, what are these people asking? Are they getting divorced? Are they moving because of schools? Are they jobs? So you've got to ask these kind of questions and basically put out a leaflet in the area that basically you want to attract homes for, and using these questions, not sell your house today for 0%, and that type of thing, because that's what everyone else tends to be doing. In fact, they are doing. When we're talking to estate agents, we're talking to this type of work here where you're generating inquiry through a leaflet. The leaflet might be blue, black, green, doesn't matter, but basically it's got on there saying, if you're looking at selling your house, here's a guide that we would like to give you, a free PDF, or through the post information, and then we basically send them through to websites such as this. I know it's a very crude sort of demonstration, but basically this talks about how to sell your house very quickly. And then input your name and email address. So we'll basically send them from the leaflet that goes through the door in an area, and say maybe 5 or 6 people that would be interested in that, in a particular area. Only about 5% of an area would look to sell their home, but you don't need many. It's not a volume game, although we'd love to. But the true reality is that only one probably house in a couple of thousand, or say 1,000 homes would be looking at selling at that particular time. But what you're doing is you're basically pushing yourself against the other estate agents and giving away information, giving this Mr. and Mrs. home owner the information that they're requiring in their own mind. So it might be the best homes to buy or the best schools to go to. It could be anything at all. It's totally up to you, but you need to be asking those questions before they're even talking to an area. So what we'll do is we'll basically put on there, Cannock home prices. If you're looking at selling your home in the next 6 to 12 months, this is what you need. So, in order to get this, you either go to a website. On here, it's a website, but it could be a telephone number, it could be an email address, it could be anything. And on that, the thing that we give them, the automatic response to that, is basically a list of homes that have sold in that particular area. The key to this, the ultimate key, is that you're getting the name and email address and possibly home address of that particular house seller way before they're even thinking about selling their home. And then over the next 6 to 12 months or 3 to 6 months, you basically just tell them information about what's selling and what's not. So when they're looking at selling their home, they've got you in their mind, and they're only going to go to you, because we've all been there. One estate agent leaves right after the next one, whereas if someone had help me buy my house, I'll be definitely looking at selling the home when I come to sell with that particular agent. I haven't been through that experience myself yet, but I have helped hundreds of people sell and buy their homes. So I know, we get quite a lot of inquiries locally through the agents that we work with, purely simply because of the experience that we've given them. So if you look at this as a strategy, now we've got basically a done-for-you package if you wish to have this done for you, where we'll basically map out and send you all the documents by email. So if you're interested in having that done for you, but this is just to give you can do this yourself. It's totally within your realm to do this. But obviously, if you haven't got the time to do it or the inclination to do it and generate inquiries over the next 6 to 12 months and beating the other agents, then get in touch with me. My details will be below, or basically there's an application form here. Just ask you for a few information about your agent or your investment company, and then we'll basically put systems in place that will help your business. Like I say, we've done it for a dozen agents now, and it seems to be working. But there's a lot of estate agents out there that are doing it for themselves anyway. This is just a free video series really on how we've taken a struggling estate agent to basically one of the best estate agents in the area by thinking in the mindset of the buyer and the seller's mindset 3 to 6 months before they're even looking at selling our home. So who's looking at selling their home in the next 3 to 6 months? You need to get them to raise their hand, because at the point of when they're selling, that's when they're motivated. But you want to get to them before that stage. You want to basically be able to position your estate agent as the one to go to, the one who's given the information and the good knowledge away. That's how we developed our estate agent, from estate agent leaflets like this, which was giving information away, going to a particular website, give them a free report, home sellers report, whatever you want to call it, 2014's hot areas to sell type of report, anything like that that would position your estate agent or our estate agent as the one to go to. So sorry guys, I'm messing around with my my audio, and I hope this is coming through okay. All right, speak to you. Yep. So I hope that yeah, there it is. My little friend. But if you'd like to sort of do this for yourself, write down the types of questions that people are asking for. Put up a website that basically sends them through to a landing page. It's not a website as such. It's basically, if you look at it very closely, it's just a page on my Facebook page actually, and where it basically just says, get this information. That's how simple it is. It's very, very easy once you know how to do it, which is always the way. So anyway, if you'd like us to do it for you, then basically just apply. We give exclusivity on it. We don't look to work with 2 agents in one particular town. We only work with 1 estate agent in one particular town, and it's an investment over 6 to 12 months. So go ahead, do it yourself. If you do it yourself, I'd love to hear about it and give me some information and give me some feedback really. But apart from that, I've got to go. See you.